This is 6 News Now, here for you 24 hours a day, online at WLNS.com.
Violence here in Michigan has been a big issue, especially at our schools. One local group rallied outside the state capitol today, demanding legislative change, starting with 3 separate bills. 6 News reporter Darylyn Horn was there today, and she spoke with teens and bishops at a press conference earlier this afternoon. Darylyn, what can you tell us?
Yes, Sherry, this happened earlier today. We all know gun violence happens everywhere, even in our high schools and our neighborhoods. Just a few months ago, a mass shooting at Oxford High School shook the state and the nation. And some teens I spoke with today say they're fed up and want new gun laws to help stop the shootings. Teens and advocates from End Gun Violence Michigan gathered at St. Paul's Church to grab the attention of lawmakers, hoping for change when it comes to gun laws.
I think every place I go, I fear for my safety, and that is more and more prevalent in schools. You know, schools are meant to be a safe place. They're meant to be a place where I can develop as a person.
For many teens, gun violence hits close to home.
I started learning in kindergarten. We would have teachers come through the halls, knocking on doors during safety drills.
They are looking for 3 separate bills to be changed to combat this issue.
Things about this law that we want to change is the word pistol. So in the law, it requires background checks for pistols. What we want to change it to is firearms. And so what this does is it gives mandatory background checks to anyone trying to purchase a firearm instead of strictly a pistol.
Aside from the kids, religious leaders also joined the cause.
We very much respect the rights of folks who own guns. I'm all for the hunters. It keeps me actually from running over deer at night, right? What I am talking about are guns that are not secured, guns that are not responsibly cared for.
But teens like JNT say these changes will make her feel a lot more safe at school.
My teachers and counselors are expected to protect me. We go through drills where we're told that if you come in front of a gunman or someone shooting a gun, then you are expected to take whatever means necessary to push them down. What does that even mean?
These advocates want lawmakers to consider universal background checks, safe storage laws, and extreme risk of protection from gun owners who could pose a threat to.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you. Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
Speaking of COVID, a new study done by Michigan State University finds how the pandemic has slowed down the achievement growth for students in our state. 6 News reporter Darylyn Horn spoke with a professor at MSU. She's here for you now with more.
Yes, Sherry, the study measures students' test scores from 2020 to 2021, and it shows during the pandemic how results dropped from 50% to 40% within that school year. Last fall, students scored below normal across across most grade levels, especially in math and reading. But the professor I spoke with says there are ways we can get students back on track.
We've done a great job, I think, providing folks in the federal and the state increased funding for schools and districts to help accelerate student learning, and I think that that is just a critical thing to continue to do. Another piece of that is to target that funding to the students and districts who need it the most. And so again, we're showing a quarter of students making no progress whatsoever on their student achievement tests. So we'd want to see the money hopefully being funneled more to those students to help them catch up.
The report shows that students who went back to in-person learning typically did better than the ones in other districts that were fully remote. So the hope is to get students back in class so the growth can get back to normal. Sherry.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
After days of ongoing investigations and protests, Grand Rapids Police released video of a fatal officer-involved shooting. It is our top story tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. Lauren has the night off. Just hours ago, the Grand Rapids Police Department released videos from a deadly officer-involved shooting that killed a 26-year-old man during a traffic stop. The videos show the encounter from 4 different angles and were released as the Michigan State Police and the Kent County Prosecutor's Office conduct their own investigations. Josh Sanchez is here for you now with the details. Josh?
Sherry, the videos show the April 4th traffic stop from 4 sides: the officer's dash and body camera, a doorbell camera from across the street, and cell phone video from the passenger who was with Patrick Leoya, the man that was killed during that stop. Now, we do want to warn you that the videos could be disturbing for some viewers. Grand Rapids Police Chief Eric Winstrom says the officer stopped Leoya over a mismatched car plate. The video shows Leoya stepping out in front of the car after he stopped. The officer tells him to get back in the car before asking for his license. After getting the license from his car, Leoya walks towards the front of his car. That's when the officer tries to stop him and reaches for him. The pair struggle on the ground twice before a taser is deployed. The officials say the taser did not connect and was shot into the ground. As the pairs fight over the taser, the officer reaches for his gun and shoots Leoya on the back of his head. Chief Winstrom says he will not review the department's use of force policy until after the investigation.
It was the use of force in policy, and I'm not going to comment on that, but the test is going to be whether in the view of a reasonable police officer, whether that deadly force was needed to prevent death or great bodily harm to that officer. That's the test which will be used for the policy.
Chief Winstrom says the officer's name will not be released right now and says that he's on paid leave. Now, today, fencing and barriers can be seen in front of the department's main office, while several downtown Grand Rapids businesses boarded up their windows ahead of tonight. Sherry?
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
This is 6 News Now. We will begin in 60 seconds. Six News Now will begin in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. 6 News Now will begin shortly.